Welcome back to Teacher Aid. This tutorial will cover how to use the seating chart. You'll see to the right of the assignment button is a seating option. Tap that, and here you'll see the seating chart. You can actually just tap and drag any student and arrange them the way you want. However, if your classroom does have a set layout and you teach multiple classes, you may want to set up a template. And we'll get to that in a second, but I'll show you. If you tap the blue settings icon near the top right corner, you'll see you have a couple options. If you're not using student photos, you can show names. If you have photos, you can show that. We'll cover the templates in a minute. There's a large seat and a small seat option depending on your vision and how many students you have in a class. And you can also choose to disable the drag and drop if you don't want to accidentally move students once you've seated them. All right, so at the top right, above the settings icon is a pencil icon. Tap that. This is for the template. So the app allows up to 2 templates. So if you're a science teacher and you have a lab with a different layout, or just a classroom teacher and you, for some reason, have 2 different layouts in your classroom, if you have students move desks, that's one way that you might need 2 templates. And if you want to design a template, just hit the plus button for a seat and you'll see a seat appears and you can drag it. Again, you can do this for all your seats. However, if you do have a kind of a regular grid arrangement in class, you can tap the refresh icon at the top right, which is the circle with the arrow. And you'll see here, you can choose, so maybe like 6 rows, and I'll choose 5 students per row. And I can just generate a template like that. And the numbering that's on there is the way that you can seat students automatically. So if for some reason you wanted to organize students from the back of the class, you'd have to move the numbers so it's inverted. But anyway, you can design your template there, and then when you come back to the main screen, go back to your settings, and I'm going to turn show template on, and now you can see the template. And if you want to seat students manually, just drag a student, and whenever the left corner of a student is over a template seat, if you let go, the student will snap to it. You can see if they're not covering the template seat on the left corner, the student won't move automatically. So that's an easy way to seat students. If you want to do an automatic way, you can tap the refresh icon at the top there, and there's an option for last name. And you'll see students are seated by last name there from seat 1 all the way through to the higher seats. You can also do it in a random order. Same thing there. And then you can also go ahead and do some minor changes if you want to, let's say, have students slightly differently. All right, so there's a really easy way to make your seating chart. In the seating chart here, you can also, at the bottom there, you can see there's none, which just shows you the seating chart. There's the attendance button there. Now you can tap any of the attendance at the lower part of the seating chart, and you can go ahead and change the attendance. You can also add a new attendance day directly from the seating chart. As you can see at the top there, it says Monday, September 12th. And then you can go to assignments, and also you'll see a list of assignments at the top that you can change. You can also go ahead and add a new assignment from the add button. And lastly, you can have up to 2 seating charts for a class. So if you'll see at the top there, it says chart 1. If I go ahead and tap chart 1, there's an option for chart 2, and you can go ahead and do the settings and everything there for chart 2. I'll go back to chart 1. All right. So and lastly, there's also a PDF option where you can generate a PDF. So there's the seating chart in a nutshell. Hopefully that makes life easier for teachers out there. Thank you, and enjoy.